Well, Chris, welcome back to the new lawn. How does it feel? Familiar surroundings, but feel a little bit different?
Yeah, when I first I was delighted to obviously when I first heard about it, and then driving in now, it just feels like I'm driving in like all them years ago. So yeah, I'm delighted to be here and I can't wait to get going.
A transfer deadline day deal. Talk me through it, how it feels from a player's point of view when something like this goes through last minute.
Yeah, it's a bit strange. I've never been part of it before, so like, you see it on the usually I'm sat home just watching it on the telly. But then when I've obviously got the call from Stevenage that it's going to might look like I can be leaving, so you're trying to rush around trying to speak to your agent. I think I've been doing his heading all day trying to get things done, and it's a bit manic, but obviously I'm delighted now I'm here and I'm delighted everything's going to be sorted, so it looks like it's all good.
And coming to a club which you left, but are in a much better position maybe than when you left, and have evolved a bit since the last time you played for them, I suppose is the best way of describing it.
Yeah, it's gone up and up and up, and it's what I'd come here to achieve when I first signed it. I hoped this would happen. It didn't quite happen for the side I was part of, and so I've left, and it's grown and grown and grown, and coming back now I've watched the progress from afar, and now I'm going to be part of it, and hopefully we can kick on again.
Going back in time a little bit, I'm going to test you a bit here. How was it when you were here? What was the differences that compared to what they're like now in the football league?
Actually, I've watched them from afar, so I can't really say. See, I've not really been part of it yet, so it's a bit difficult to say what it's going to be like. But yeah, I think just little things that have changed. When you a football league club, you can see it's now a stable football league club. It's not one who's just going to looking like it's going to be here and then disappear again. It's one that wants to go on and go on. I think obviously the chair. I know the chairman from when I was here, and he's got high ambitions of this football club. I'm sure the manager, as I've not met the manager yet, but I'm sure he's going to be. That's what he wants to be doing, kick on, take this football club as high as he can go.
How much have you developed then since that time, and since you were 24 was when you were
Yeah,
elected?
it was. I think I've had the same sort of ride as well. I've gone up in my career, and sort of as Forest Green have, I took the step from the conference to League One. Done really well. I really enjoyed my time in Coventry. I had a successful time there, won a couple of trophies. So that's what you want to do as a player. You want to achieve things, and I said I've had 2 promotions in back-to-back years from that of this division, and hopefully I can get a third. That's what I've come here for. I want to achieve things with Forest Green, and I didn't achieve it the first time. So hopefully now I'm coming here, I want to get a promotion on my CV with this football club.
How important is that experience of knowing how to get over the line and hopefully transferring that to a young group of players that are here?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a little look about the squad, and it is as you said, it is a young squad, but it's a very talented squad. So having that experience of knowing what it takes when you get to the grudge sort of end of the sort of season as it is, where games get nitty gritty and it's the odd goal that win games and fine margins. So that's what you sort of learn about when you've had to. So I've done it twice now back to back, and it's you sort of know them sort of little things, how to win games and get over the line and get them 3 points, and you roll on to the next one, you get another 3, and you start motoring, and that's if you can pull away, great. But I've always been involved when it's been tight and through playoffs, so if that comes to it again, so be it. But I want to take this club as far as it can go, and hopefully we achieve good things.
How's this season been for you? Everyone saw you get promoted from Bury last year, and obviously the trouble they went through was horrible to see. You were part of that, and then you moved on to Stevenage this year.
Yeah, I see it was a successful time football-wise at Bury, but off the field it had other troubles. As I say, I think everyone's well aware of what happened there, and it's been tough off the pitch with financial sort of that sort of wise. So I went to Stevenage, hoping for another promotion. That's what I got told, and that's what I went there for, and it didn't quite work out. And these things happen in football. I'm not going to dwell on my laurels. That's done now. I think I've done well for the football club. I've played most of all the games. I've done well on the pitch, and I've given it my all. And said things sometimes it just doesn't work out, and that's what it is. And now I move on now, and obviously I'm here now, so I'm not going to dwell on what it was, and I just want to kick on now and do well.
Obviously, with Joseph Mills out injured, you can see why Marcus brought you to the club to fill that gap. And then there's going to be competition for that position when he comes back. Or he could move further forward, you could move further forward. There's adaptation there, and there's options, I suppose, is the key thing.
I think that's what football is. If you're going to have a successful team, you need good players. You need good players that can move around. I can play. I've played centre half. I've played full back. I've played different positions, and I said that's what you need. You need good players that can fill different positions. I know I'm well aware that Joe's here and he plays in my position, but like I said, you need people pushing each other. He's a talented player. I know of him. I said you want people like that. You want people like that in your squad. So if we can get him back fit, get him back in the team, and hopefully we keep doing well.
A deal till the end of the season, but I suppose you'll be using this to really push for a longer deal than that here or elsewhere.
Yeah, so it's fitting sort of both of us really. I obviously wanted to get out of Stevenage, I wanted to leave there, I wanted to come for a new challenge, and one that I've been used to has been at the top of the table, not the bottom. So now this has come around, it's what I'm used to, what I'm been doing in football. I want to achieve things, I want to get trophies, I want to get stuff like that, I want to do well. So this has come around, so it's 6 months into the season. I do what I can for this football club. I said I want to achieve things, so if it comes along that I can carry on for a while longer, great, but we'll worry about that in the season, see what happens.
You only just come in today, but there will be some familiar faces around to see through the corridors as you progress. Would that be nice?
Yeah, it's straight. It's always nice when you've got familiar faces and you've got familiar surroundings and that sort of side of it. So that is nice. And so I know a few of the players from playing against him, and I got an ex-teammate in Elliot Frere. So that sort of side is going to be nice. I think I mentioned it to him on coming, so he was buzzing. So it's nice when you've got players that you know, and so I know all about the football club. I know about its history and that sort of side. So when it comes to that sort of, I want to get this football club where it wants to go, and I'm well aware, obviously, of the ambitions of the club. So that's it. That sort of side of it is quite easy for me to come in and get going, really.
I'm sure you'll be a firm favourite back with the fans as well when this gets announced this season.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, I've always had a good rapport with them. Said playing here for how long I was here for, I played numerous amount of games, and I didn't achieve what we wanted to achieve, but this club grew when I was part of it. So when I first joined, it was near the bottom of the conference, and we kicked on, and we just missed out on achieving things when I was here. But when I've come back, I've always had a good reception from them, and like I said, I've always got a lot of respect for this football club, a lot of time for it, and it's one that I've always looked out for.
Well, Chris, it's really good to have you back.
Thank you.
Obviously, not in time for Grimsby trip tomorrow. You managed to miss that one. I don't know how you've done that, but well played. And we'll see you next weekend when we're back at home.
Thank you.